fighters, they come in from round one on the back foot against Canelo. I don't know if it's an aura. I don't know what it is. But before they even feel the power, they scared. So you right. I don't want to see. I don't want to see. I want to see Crawford box, and I feel like how slow Canelo been. He could box circles around him. He don't have to do what Skull did.
Champ, let me get right back to you. I got Coach Brian Norman on.
Oh,
Senior.
thanks.
All right, no worries.
Debo all the way.
He said Debo all the way. What up, Coach? How are you, man?
What's going on, dog?
Chilling, chilling. So I
Based on
guess the
what
first
just
question is,
real quick to piggyback on what my man just said. I don't know where we at, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't been on this morning, but piggyback on what my man just said. The reason that people start on the back foot is because that was their plan and that's how they train from the start. That's usually what happens.
yeah, man. I mean, I've been watching tape. These motherfuckers come out right off the bat, like, yo,
That's because
backstep.
that's how they train. That's what they train to do. So that's why they come out that way.
So yeah, man. The
What's going
question,
on? I got about 15. I got about 15.
yeah, no, cool, cool. The question I've been asking all the trainers this morning is, can you work on timing in the gym?
You can definitely, that's what the gym is for. You can definitely work on timing in the gym, but it's not going to be the same under the lights. But with Terrence Bud Crawford being as experienced as he is, it just may work out. You feel what I'm saying? With the kind of experience, like I say, riding a bike or whatever, nothing beats the reality. Nothing beats the realness of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, when you get under the lights with the 10-ounce gloves, with the pressure, with the, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be 10 ounce. Nothing is going to beat that, but you can definitely work on it, and then there's a clear way to work on it.
And so, do you dial back like sparring gloves? When do you drop to fighting gloves? Your son obviously fights at 47, so you going down to 8 ounce gloves. Do you use 8 ounce throughout the training camp, or
No,
do
no,
you
no. We
use
just,
it final week?
honestly, we just started doing that because it really just wasn't a thing. Like B is who B is, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, we usually use 18s. We use the 18s like for hitting the bag, hitting the pads, everything else. 16 or 18s for sparring, depending on how we feel. 16, 18s for sparring, and then around maybe a few weeks out, maybe I'm gonna give it a month. Let's go and give it a month. By the month, when it comes to the bag and the pads, then it's down to 8 ounce.
Oh wow, 4 weeks out, you're using 8 ounce on the bag.
Yeah, I'm giving it. Yeah, I'm giving it that, but it's a little less than 8. It's a little less than that. That's what I said. I'm gonna give it a month though.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's a little less than
And that's when you start dialing them in to get the timing and accuracy right, right? When you switch the gloves,
that.
is
Absolutely.
that was that supposed to be for?
What it's supposed to be for is the reality of what you really gonna be dealing with. You're gonna be dealing with the speed. You're gonna be dealing with you know what I'm saying. Again, but you're not sparring in these gloves, so it's still not gonna be the same as being in there hitting an actual person. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But you got the hand pads, you got the accuracy of hitting the hand pads and things of that nature.
Are you of that Tyson Fury mindset? Do you do any, no headgear sparring to get ready?
No,
I don't recommend. I'm just
no,
asking.
no, no, no. I used to with my dumb ass.
Okay.
I used to. Even after I stopped fighting, I did it again as a fool. But the older me, no, my son never do that. Never did that.
And how big of a issue is the weight for you? Because William Skull, who fought Canelo and is a big guy, he's 5'10" and a half, or excuse me, 5'11" and a half, very muscular. He says he's given Canelo 75% chance to beat him just because of the size.
I think that's it. From what I saw, I wasn't in there with Canelo and Skull, but from what I saw, I don't even the Skull didn't even we're going back to what we said about how he started off. Skull came out in fifth in his life from the very beginning, so that wasn't even Canelo didn't even land any real shots on him. So I don't know what I
But
don't
there,
know about
I
that.
just watched the fight back, and I know maybe you don't remember because that was a horrible fight. But
It was a horrible fight.
whenever my man did stop,
He
Canelo
got that.
wouldn't be the normal Canelo where he want to slip and get at him. Like that jab, whether it was an up jab that Skull was throwing or a normal jab, Canelo would stop and wait. It's not like he was coming in. He would be following whenever Skull is just moving. But when Skull stopped, even if it was just two jabs, it's not like Canelo was trying to slip it and get in. He just let him throw the two jabs and start the moving again. I don't know. Do you think that
Okay.
Canelo?
So no, okay, I got a question here. I was waiting for you to say something else. So when he stopped and defended the jabs and let him do what he do, what did Canelo do? Did he stop? Did he stop and crush him with something to the arms? Did
That's
he
what I'm
crush
saying.
him?
Absolutely nothing.
That's what
Canelo
I'm telling you.
Canelo will
Yes.
only land a fucking punch whenever Skull was on the damn ropes, and it was
It,
like one punch around. It was
Skull was an
nasty work.
idiot. Skull was just afraid. Then I didn't think he did. Skull was just afraid.
Yeah.
Skull was just afraid. It's all in his mind. It was all mental. Um, Again, man, I think Terrence Crawford. People spar bigger people all the time. I'm not, again, I've always said I'm not a person where 3 pounds count, 4 pounds count, 5 pounds. I'm not the kind of person. I used to spar heavyweights. You feel what I'm saying? I was a 168 pounder. I walked around 185. I spar heavyweight in a minute. You feel what I'm saying?
But
So,
but but do you have your son sparring light heavyweights on the regular? And I
yes,
say light
yes.
heavyweight because obviously B is not going to be 47 during camp, and
No.
neither is a 68.
Okay, so you said you brought up my guy Gabriel Goldman, right?
Yep,
Gabriel
yep.
Goldman. Yeah, amateur fighter. Not amateur. I'm so sorry. Young fighter. He's a very young fighter here, but he went professional at 15 years old. I think he only got 3 fights now with him, but that's a strong dude. That's a big strong dude. Gabriel probably walk around 185, 195. He a big boy. Southpaw, big boy. Who else? Yeah, Beast Paul 170, 180 all the time.
Now that Gabriel isn't.
Najee Lopez, Najee
Oh
Lopez.
wow.
You got that? Yeah, he sparred Najee a little bit of whatever. He got that moved around a little bit. Yeah, nah, but I mean, yeah, I'll let my son do that. But again, it always depends on the fighter and the intensity of what they trying to do, and you know what I'm saying. It just depends. It's a dependent situation. But yeah, no, I will let my son get in there with people like that. That was one of the things I said. Speaking to my man, so I can throw a shot real quick to my Debo all the way. That was one of the things I said about this fight with Devin Haney. Just to scare back to my situation, is that there's no way you went around or that we went around. We went around just like they did, and my son was sparring all these people just like they was sparring all these people, and we never sparred like. We never seeked out 135 pounds, 126 pounds. We never seeked out nothing like that. We seeked out, what did I say? I think it was 15 up or 15 up or like 10 down. Cause we didn't like to go under like 140 or 140 pound or 140 pound or whatever. The only one I can think of like that is Tank and this other guy. I can't think of his name. But Tank was only 135 pounder we sparred around this time, and it was one other guy, but he was a big 135. He was taller, like 5'10". He definitely didn't look 135, but I don't know his name.
So, Coach, we got a lot of Bud Crawford fans calling the knockout of Canelo. If Bud were to stop Canelo, does that make his win over Canelo greater than Floyd's win? And I had
That's a
another trainer before you jump on and say, if that were to happen, not that he's predicting it. No, he's
right.
not predicting it. He's just saying if that was to happen, you would have to talk about Bud being top 3 all-time great ever in boxing. Are those two things realistic to you? Do you think he could knock him out? And do you think if he did, he should be top 3 in the entire world of boxing?
It's not likely. It's not likely he gonna knock him out. I'm not looking for the knockout. I'm not looking for, oh, we Bud catch him. So it's not likely. But when you get in that ring with two hands, anybody can get knocked out. Again, I keep bringing up Jaime McGill fighting the guy with 4 knockouts, and it happens. People got 2 fists. You can graze him in the right area, graze him on the right spot, and he can get wobbly, and then you attack him. Like anything can happen when you get in that ring. This is the physical body we talking about, and the physical body don't take much to things to happen. The likeliness of it happening is not real. Now, to the would he have to be mentioned as the all time greats? I
Top
mean,
three.
three
Top three.
top three all time greats. I think modern history, with modern history, due to his accolades and what he's achieved, yeah, you can discuss that due to what he's achieved. But you know that due to what we know, and due to like a Sugar Ray, and due to like a Marvin Hagler, and due to like a Tommy Hearns, and due to like a Floyd Mayweather, due to those names that we know and that we respected so much, that's not likely to happen in no form or fashion. The people just not gonna give him that. It's like, LeBron, over Mike, whatever certain numbers, but we all still going. We all still say Mike. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dan, so you don't think he'll get the credit? Or not, he'll get the credit,
Oh,
he just won't get put over
I'm trying to say, well, hell no, he gonna get all the credit in the world. Hey,
Yeah,
look,
but he just
he
ain't
get
gonna get put over Floyd's win.
hell no, he ain't gonna get put over Floyd. He ain't gonna put over Hearns. He ain't gonna get put over Hagler. And no, no,
Why
and
and
no,
why? Why? What is he lacking?
probably,
Because that
probably,
is
probably. It probably could be the nostalgia-ness of it. It probably could be the era. Like some people came up in the wrong era. So you know what I'm saying? It could be the records. Like you said, we talked about it. We talk about it all the time where the four kings fought each other. And again, this ain't nothing against Bud. You know, I'm with Bud. I'm choosing Bud to win and everything else. But it's just it could be the era that he's in. Like nobody respects this era of boxing, just like with the heavyweight Alexander Usyk. He did everything you could possibly do, but you still got people who not finna give him no top nothing heavyweight in the world over George Foreman or Ali or you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
It just the era. It's the nostalgia of the era, and we all remember coming up how tough those guys was, how those guys fought each other over and over, how those guys. I mean, it was just a different time. It was just a different time. I just can't see it. It felt like a whole different world. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you and I lived it, for a brief amount of time, you know what I'm saying? As teenagers or whatever, you feel me? So I mean that was that it don't feel the same. And we
I hear you.
understand it better now. And we understand it better now. It just don't feel the same. Even fight night don't feel the same. It's not the same.
Well, I guess the final question would be, who is your official pick, man? We're 12 days out.
Crawford. Crawford by decision. But I'm gonna know for sure after one or two rounds when we and I don't think the size is gonna be a problem at all.
At
Canelo is
all?
five. Canelo is 5'7".
But that's inches, not like,
Okay.
bro,
All
he's
right. All
11
right.
and
All right.
0
All
at
right. All right. All right.
68.
Now I'm with you. I'm just gonna give you this theory real quick because I can only go off of what I know. Right. So I'm gonna say a better BA. Well, I'm not even gonna say better BA because I don't know his history. I'm gonna go a Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr., which I do know all the history, was a dense fighter from the very start. He was a dense fighter. He already had this density in him. You feel what I'm saying? So as he grew up in that, he still is what he is and he got where he got. So I'm looking at not Floyd, Canelo, where he got at 168, he's no longer the denseness or the heaviness of his shots are not knocking people out no more. You feel what I'm saying? He's not knocking people out no more. So that
He
means that
dropping them
denseness.
though.
But listen.
Ever
That
since
means
the Plant fight, he's dropped somebody. Like,
okay. But wait.
and in
What
that Plant
my
fight, he
point?
dropped Plant and stopped him. Then the next fight
Okay,
was Dimitri Bivol, so he lost.
okay,
Golovkin, no knockdown. Ryder got knocked down. Jamal Charlo got knocked down. Jaime Munguia got knocked down. Berlanga got knocked down. And Skull didn't get knocked down because he was on flight mode.
right. Hey, we stand to see. I got arguments about all of that, but hey, like you said, he did what he did. I'm not gonna take away none of that what he did. So it happened. Nobody chooses to go down. Nobody chooses to get knocked down, especially not in the social media era, because that lives on forever, and they gonna people gonna play it forever. So ain't nobody choosing to look like that. So nah, you absolutely right. He gonna get the credit. He gonna get the credit for that. But I'm looking at it from a standpoint of he just ain't been the same puncher since he went up to 68. He's not the same puncher. So that density, what I was trying to speak about before, only went so far. So his bones were dense. That's why I brought up better be. If you look at him, you can see what it is. It only goes up so far. It went up so far, and I don't think 68 is where it went to. I don't think it went to 68. It probably went to like 54, 60, something like that. And I think the rest of it is just, he really could have got it off. He could have got that weight off. He still could have got down to 60. But like I said, he ain't but 5'7". He ain't that kind of muscle and mass. He ain't got that kind of muscle and mass where he just solid like that. In my opinion, I just don't feel that way.
Well, Coach, I know you got to go, and I'm going to have some other coaches on. I do appreciate you jumping on, giving your prediction and your insight on the timing. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Hey, y'all seen Bill yet?
Nah, they locked in, man. Be wary.
Oh,
We ain't never had a
I was
camp like this.
just about to say. I was just about to say. Oh, they locked. That's what it is. We gonna say they
No,
not talking. They locked.
I'm saying be worried. We never seen a camp like this from Devin Haney and Bill Haney ever.
So you telling me to be worried, but you
Oh
got
yeah,
Devin Haney put.
they taking y'all
So,
super
so wait,
duper
but
duper
wait, but
duper
wait.
serious.
Right. But you got Devin Haney out tweeting everything else about everything else though. But they locked in though.
I
All
mean,
right, you got it.
tweet. You could tweet from your bed, from the toilet. If you
And,
got it
and
like that,
when
you
I
could tweet
talk,
from your run.
and when I say anything about anything, when the coach says anything about anything, you need to be worried about Devin Haney. But Brian Norman Jr. ain't around here saying nothing about nobody. You feel what I'm saying? But
I see
but
all them
look.
footwork videos though. Y'all
Say what
making y'all
now?
point. Y'all making y'all point.
Oh, the point is already made. The point is gonna get made November the 22nd. I personally can't wait. I personally can't wait. I know what they're thinking. Look, man, it's time for Brian Norman to show y'all what he really got. It's time for us to silence the haters. Just remember, I've been telling you from the very start. I've been telling you who he is, what he is. I've been telling you the amazing performances that he give in the gym and there's certain things at time. He has not had a time where he was getting beat up, where he needed something that he didn't have. That didn't happen. Devin Haney has, and we didn't see it. We didn't see these so-called tools come out. We didn't see this so-called game planning because he could have beat Ryan Garcia no matter what. November 22nd, we're looking to show the world. We're going to shake up the world. He the underdog for a reason. The people see. But if they switch it back up, that's good too, so I can make me some money. Otherwise, I ain't betting unless I give me an underdog bet. But all right, I'm going to holler at y'all.
All right. That was Brian Norman Sr. We're gonna try and take this call with H-Town.